again, that was the only piece of contact that they even got from that. But again, Cage is up on C. They can even assume it's realistically only Temperature sitting around. They clear out the rest of C. Now it's going to be a 5-on-5. This is quite the way to start the game.
Yeah, full flank here. 4 players down long. TiGG, it's just him to try and hold this off. He tries to find the first strike. Looks good. And from long, the whole team helps out. It cuts it down to just koosta stuck in a corner. His position is noted. And while the shock darts will find TiGG, that's all he's going to get.
No, an LG clearly are just waiting for Gen.G to contact instead. And with, again, all 4 players back up towards Garage, they can finally get that opportunity to meet grind, and indeed they do. 4 kills going back, but Temperature and Nature still doing a good job of at least maintaining a bit of economic damage. Can koosta do a little bit more? YaBoiDre around the corner. Can't get anything done. You heard it. Team Ace coming out, at least from Luminosity this round. GMD, what can the man pull off? He has at least 1 star in front of the doorway, and is only going to be able to use that 1 piece of utility, but the Cardwell was already enough to stop LG from their intentions of even going in on the B side. But again, it's just because of the lack of information. They smoked off both choke points. That should have already been enough for the take. But again, LG just maintaining things very safe. Nature can punish.
Oh, drone does catch him out. Nature forced to fall away, but it's good information, and koosta can re-clear out lobby with the drone. This should give him the opportunity to realize that they're not actually going to commit anything out towards a Gen.G, staying stagnant, not over-rotating it. Part of what allows that is the position down long from Shawn. They can just leave him here and abandon the C site if they like to towards the late round.
Later and later we go, then 40 seconds left. Yeah, with at least 1 player on the other side of the map. dazzLe making a bit of noise over in Garage, but that's really all it is.
30
just
seconds
a fake.
left.
Some empty pressure. Oh, the early recon bolt! So good from koosta! It allows Nature to get himself 2 more kills after that. LG stuck up into yet another trap. Nature can continue to frag out. 1 more around the corner, but Spike still down over and long. It's a race for dazzLe to even get there, but look who's over and long. Shawn can't get anything done. Shawn can't find anything. Cardwell goes out. 5 seconds left. Spike is down. TiGG cannot win this round, but he just has to stay alive with his rifle. It's the only rifle that his team has. Shawn coming out, might take down TiGG, and indeed does. LG escaping from their 2-0 streak with
TiGG on Disaster, and that's exactly what's happening. Dre pushing so fast, his Nature kind of caught off. Still the tailwind to work with for him.
Drone going out, but Nature utilizing that pressure and just kind of dry peeks out both Moose and dazzLe. Can't do anything in terms of a trade, and that's a big opening, at least in terms of agents. YaBoiDre, that's 1 less option in terms of the entry, but dazzLe and Moose, they weren't able to get the trade. They're still continuing their way up long. Gen.G, they have now adjusted back to a 3-man hold of the site. And it doesn't look like they need to maintain any other control. Everyone from LG populating around long and short.
Bit of a battle, confirm it.
Indeed it is. koosta, can he hold it down? He's going to be able to get 1 with the Guardian, but the spray down can't happen either. TiGG sweeping up 2 in the middle of sight. All 3 players for Gen.G holding it down has gone down. Now we're down to the 2v2. TiGG took the brunt of the damage early on. 31 HP left on him, but he puts up a Cosmic Divide. And look at this cheeky spot in front of him. Places a star in front of him. Can play a little bit with his Nebulas and Gravwells, but again, LG not finding anything. Gen.G, they haven't gone out yet, but finally, out goes the flash. It's a double flash. Moves from under. Fully flashed, but he couldn't get more than 1. Shawn, well done with a double guiding light to bring Gen.G tied up.
Team Ace.
Oh, that
probably some momentum, but again, scrappy buy from the LG side. They could certainly make a bit of noise considering what's on the other side. Again, still, they didn't want to maintain a single target. Couple players back over towards mid. There's going to be a whole lot of utility for Moose to run into, but Shawn all the way over in C. Solo going to be able to get a big shot, but here comes Nature, shutting down a whole lot of the options now for the rest of Gen.G to go into. They know that A is clear. Now over towards B, where LG is finally taking through the Nebula. koosta, good crosshair placement, and that's all that you can ask for. Big shot through the smoke, and now LG down to 3.
Yeah, they have the spike down here, but they have no space outside of it. It looks like they're queued up to try and push for C-Link, but look how heavily that'll be contested.
GMD was thinking about the approach already. Again, Stars getting put up, but what is Gen.G even planning? 3 players over on that front line. Again, Temperature taking his time back over towards mid. Out goes the anti-guiding light. TiGG going out alongside aproto, but dazzLe still comes in at the same time to try to help. Now it's a 2-1-1. dazzLe only has a D to work with, ends up taking down Temperature. Nature from around the corner still had the knives out, and the right click works. 3-2, going back to Gen.G. Towards CP, and this is already deeper than we would anticipate. This take, exemplified by the Seekers, but Shawn comes around the corner. Great timing. The 1v3 is now turned into a 3v2. Everyone else from Gen.G has joined up their teammate now towards the back. Now they're retaking early. Cardwell goes in, Nova Pulse in the middle of sight goes in. It hits. Moose now in a 1v2 with nothing but a Phantom. The spray hits onto Nature. Playing time now and playing space. Koosta around the corner. Can't get a peek in. Moose plays the space right, but koosta wins it out. Gen.G. A lot of ultis. One of them can certainly be utilized off that post plant, but again, Temperature gonna be able to get that first one out of Garage, and TiGG there for the trade. A little bit long-winded in GMD. Not able to take anything back on site either, and he's punished as he detours his way into Garage. aproto is there with cold waiting arms. Koosta and Nature. Now the last 2 remaining in a 2v4. Luminosity, it seems like they have the contingency plans ready on site, but again, these are still SMGs versus the rifles. Koosta going in, still has a Hunter's Fury to use, turns back at the perfect time. aproto's flank is gone. 3v2, one in the middle of the site. Koosta, flanking in, actually catching dazzLe, still 2 and long. TiGG and Moose winning up time. Moose hasn't utilized his Hunter's Fury yet. The patience is good. Moose is finally gonna use it. Koosta has to go in and try to fight, and the tap goes in, and it doesn't matter. It's down to half. Koosta's finally gonna be able to get the kill, but it doesn't matter. Moose. Again, speaking of pressure, Gen.G, they've been consistently playing up players in deep choke points, and Long is another great example of it, but Nature, that just sucks. He runs into the wall off of the dash, and his teammate Koosta can't do more than just a single frag. Everyone else from Luminosity starting their way all the way up towards the A site, and indeed, they're in the middle. GMD, can he stop it? Around the corner, gonna be able to get one out of the nebula, but Moose is there for the trade. 3v2 for the post play.
Oh, for the retake, they have 1 bird. Another is coming up on the recharge. They need to take this one quickly so they can keep Moose on the site.
Early heal, just to see what's at least Temperature and Shawn can try to pull off this retake. But again, tall task for 2 players without armor. Shawn on the front line still has 2 guiding lights to utilize, and of course he's going to utilize both of them. Not surprised. Recon Bolt goes out early, though. All 3 players away from Under Heaven.
Just to save.
Yeah.
No time left.
Yeah. Best
I gotta
option.
commit to this one. Yeah.
At least
unfortunate call.
And prodding.
Yeah. It's not what you would love to do, but it's what you have to if you're in this situation for Gen.G. The utility was good to try and go for something. The kind of win condition there was isolating Boost, but Moose did a good job. Look at this. The setup is good. They have 3 players ready for Gen.G.
Oh, Koosta on the front line, gonna be able to get 3 easy ones. Running right into his crosshair, barely any damage back. And Moose and aproto, the dynamic duo, having to make their way all the way back into a 2v5. And look at the damage being done from the shock darts right in the middle of the cage.
But Nature, here again with the op. This time he's in mid, and TiGG doesn't even look for it. They have not really been conditioned to play against an op just yet. It's only come out in these last 2 rounds of the half, and it's finding teeth.
Double Trailblazer looking for some information. One of them more successful than the other. YaBoiDre on that front end knows that there's at least Shawn here towards that front line. But the guiding light, the timing is good again. Shawn has support with Temperature, and with 54 HP, still goes on to spray transfer. aproto in 1v4, but Nature, supersonic hearing here is aproto from behind. It is the time Gen.G is finally getting the spike down. Everyone from LG is in the perimeter and making their way in. There goes the first guiding light. Nature in the back line can't get anything done just yet. Temperature with a big kill back. GMD going in with another. Koosta hopping in from behind. What was Koosta even trying to find? But hey, it's pixels he's found, and it's his teammates that gets the kills. 7-6, and it's a big one for Gen.G.
That is ridiculous. The Classic should not be able to do that. He's full running.
Koosta was playing with double now with Moose. The approach does come in for Gen.G a bit over towards the A site, but it's default for the team.
Yeah, and LG's setup here, it's really heavy on A. They play 3 out in this direction, and it was a drone to try and set Dre up for a frag, but doesn't quite come through. Temperature finds the head, and now TiGG is left in a bit of a desperate situation, trying to find the refrag. He's suspicious that someone could still be down in sewers, and he's right, but I don't think he knows the extent of the damage, nor does he know that GMD is just tucked, hiding. It's Luminosity looking for a way back in. You see the trail, or excuse me, the guiding light out towards mid, but the information they need, it's up C long, as a Trailblazer will clear that area of the map.
And it's simply going to be contact to the C area too. Again, they still have that cam up, so they can at least make that at least a bit more of a certainty. But that is wonderful. That is great. dazzLe using the edge of the nebula to catch Shawn, and again, like you said, fake.
They're coming back.
Indeed is coming back over towards the A side. Moose now with the first contact, and GMD is going to be able to take him down. TiGG, can he take anything back over the cross? No, he cannot. So instead, LG, looked like things were going all right for them for a quick second, but it's a man disadvantage.
Oh, this retake can be quick if they want it to. aproto plays close in the nebula, but Gen.G, they've had time to establish themselves in this post plant. But look at that flash straight on through. dazzLe and aproto both taking their frags. GMD does trade it out, but he's blinded. A guiding light in the face. It's dazzLe for one. It's cut down. It's just him and koosta. But koosta, he's earned himself the Hunter's Fury. He can play off that. But dazzLe hounding him down. dazzLe doesn't quite know just yet. He's falling away. Now this Hunter's Fury play becomes all the more potent. It's a matter of timing. Can he get this half before the second burst comes through? It's half, but he can't quite dodge out the fancy footwork.
Like a finish. Let's see what the response actually is, because Moose, he gets one piece of sound, one piece of utility back over towards A, and that's an early Hunter's Fury. There goes the Cosmic Divide back over towards C. Oh, Seeker's doing the same. What are LG even gonna find here?
Oh, look, they can cancel this. Temperature dying, that's fine, because look, A site is compromised. You already have a walk up there from koosta. If he can push deep enough, find a kill onto aproto, it can change the round, or maybe they leave him here, try and divert and believe it's an A push, and then reset towards C in the late round. There are options, but all of them rely on koosta getting something big with his positioning.
A wide open at the moment.
Right here.
They say that physically in terms of the positioning. Again, you still have aproto waiting up in heaven as he's approached his way through late. This is a big guessing game for Gen.G again. Not a lot of opportunities for them to even get picks at the moment. This is the perfect play style now for Luminosity. All 5 players playing off angles, playing contacts, not playing deep into choke points whatsoever. Pure discipline. And it might even be like almost like a retake setup, if anything. Nature going in, trying to cover up that A side, trying to smother it. Moves in from spawn, is going to be able to catch up with that flanker. And Gen.G, they now have to play this one out with only 3.
Oh, it's a good retake setup for LG. 5 players ready. They still have the opportunity for the Blade Storm from Dre and the Dart. That should be coming up in just a moment. That'll be the hallmark of the retake.
Guiding light gonna start things off. YaBoiDre already into the back of sight. Shawn, can he pull off anything? GMD helping out. GMD with 3 HP is back for dazzLe. 30 HP after taking on GMD. Shawn takes him down. How on earth does Jim to be cautious about dazzLe having to escape the corner? He ended up getting spotted a bit earlier, but he's just fine. Look at the approach back over towards mid, though. It is just temperature making a bit of noise, but no contact else for LG.
Nothing just yet. Temperature, he wants to re-clear some of the space out through mid, but the same is true for GMD. Walking his way on down the cam, hasn't been popped just yet, so you can find a timing. There's a good chance to get something done, but this rotation, it's ill-timed. They're all heading their way towards a gamble, which will not pay off, as Gen.G will just look to hit this out towards the C site. Koosta does find 1 frag second as well. I mean, this is just going to ensure that this fake is bred into, or excuse me, is bought into, as, well, there's 1 gun given away. It's a 3 versus 4 on the retake, and there's all the time in the world for Gen.G to set up in this one.
Long-winded. Essentially, we have to wait up for the rest of these players from LG to essentially contemplate even going in for this one, because again, economy is still very much a question mark. The half makes sense, but again, Vandal could help. All of this could help, but they're going in 3v4 style. 1 person playing anti-flash, but he's not actually able to get the kill. What just happened? 1v2. aproto popping up for 3. Temperature in a 1v2, playing out time. The retake utility works. The camera is up. Oh, the wide swing from Temp, but it's not going to be able to find the second. Aproto sticking time in. No, he's not going to be able to get it. Gen.G. This is just, again, I've said it before, just picking and prodding. That's all that Gen.G wants at the moment. They want at least a bit of information.
That they do. Look at this push up towards mid. There's actually no utility watching out towards B. The only thing holding is the deep angle towards the C site. Now that's being fallen off of, but B won't be an issue. Instead, it's just a C split they have to be worried about. Still, 3 players in close vicinity set up to prevent.
40 seconds left. Gen.G now around C, and there goes yet another great guiding light early on, but dazzLe's not going to be able to get anything off of it. Instead, in comes the hold. aproto on the front line, can't actually get the second kill. GMD behind the guiding light. Nature playing 50-50 with the smoke, and it works out perfectly. YaBoiDre can't do anything about a trade. Instead, 2 players for Gen.G over towards the back line. Moose has to hold it down. Koosta thinking about the cross. YaBoiDre with another pick. Koosta trying to play it on B, and TiGG still takes him down. What? Looks like it, and they are going to commit to it. YaBoiDre on the front side, got to be able to get one again. The pistols, they just have to run a train into the middle of this site if they want any sort of a chance. And it doesn't look like at least the pistols over and short are going to be able to combine for anything. TiGG, an easy breezy 3K for him back with dazzLe. Right into the double door behind the Nebula, but he's not going to be able to find anything early. Hunter's Fury goes out, but Temperature still able to find the kill. Koosta looking to make a little bit more noise. YaBoiDre down to 70 off the 1 ping, but he's all good. Everyone else for Gen.G in the middle of C. This could be the game winner, folks. 4-4 now in terms of man advantage. Koosta finally going to be able to get that plant down and a bit more laborious, but again, they were waiting out for the Cosmic Divide. LG waiting again in the perimeter, almost waiting for the Cosmic Divide to go down. On the edge of our seats to finally get into this one. The recon bold lineup. Ooh, real good at first, but again, Koosta has to go in right through the cage. Gonna be able to get the kill into Moose. Shawn with another 2.